Hi guys, welcome back to round 7 of the Gentlemen's Racing League. This week around the almighty Monaco road circuit. So weather was dry in Q1, we ran a full qualifying because making space in quali is just so difficult. Q1 was wet, it stopped raining in Q2, but the track was still wet, stopped raining towards the end of Q2. With a dry Q3 then. Sadly, I messed up my recording in Q1. So in Q2, sadly, as you can see, my teammate Romanov didn't get in a run on the dry, so he was eliminated. On a positive side though, that at least meant he could record Q3, which I, as I said, failed to record. So had a good banker of a 10-0. Here we are then on my final hot lap. Just about managed to start it in time before the timer runs out. Brake early for turn 1, cut it nicely and flat out on the exit. Now here on the top of the hill, use all the downforce of the car, shift down to 4th, down to 3rd on the exit here, use all the track on the right, just about avoided the barriers there. Here should be mounting the curb, I went deep, so that lost me a 10th or so. But the exit here is really nice of this section, so getting a good acceleration out of here. Now here coming up to the most difficult corner on the circuit. Cut it nicely, yeah, getting a good run through there. Now for the next corner, absolutely commit, throw it in there, absolutely perfect. And here, again, commit a lot, throw it over the curb. Brake early here to not lock up too much. Excellent. Now make sure to keep the rear stable here on the exit. It's really twitchy. Yes, stayed stable. And over the line for a 09.42. Excellent. As you can hear me cheering there in the background, excited about my hot lap. So that was really good. That's the maximum I can do. It gets us pole, in fact. Pole in the Monaco Grand Prix. That's super important around here. Such a huge advantage when you can start in pole because you have no dirty air, and overtaking is just so difficult that as long as you don't make any big mistakes, should be in for the race win here. So it's ours to lose. Strategy is mediums to softs. The idea here is to stay in clean air as long as possible and then only pit after we had so many laps of clean air that hopefully the gaps are big enough that there will not be any traffic. Here we are then at the race start off of pole. Missing you in P2. Putting it in ridge immediately up to 3rd gear. Yes, getting a good launch. And we are ahead far enough into turn 1 so we can claim the corner as ours. Excellent. And now it's just regular racing. As long as I don't make any big mistakes, there's absolutely no way we get attacked. It's just so difficult to not overdo it around here. Coming right out of qualifying, so you really have to take it slow and realize that the car is much heavier now due to fuel. Always brake a bit earlier, play it safe. And talking about playing it safe, safety car. Alright, so nothing has changed here for our strategy. Sadly my teammate Romanov got damaged lap 1, so he had to pit. At least he has already done his pit stop, but he has to run the hards to the end now. So for us it's still the same thing. We have to do the restart here in the lead. We need to try to get away lap 1 here so we don't have to do a lot of defending. And yes, good restart. We get a nice gap right away. Excellent.
Okay, clear.
Right, so a bit of a push lap here on the safety car restart. Still, of course, I have a huge advantage here because, as I said, I do not have any dirty air. All the guys behind are struggling with my dirty air and the dirty air of all the guys in front of them. And I can just really drive as well as I can, as fast as I can. But I don't have to worry about anything except the track and my car. It looks like Missing You made a mistake behind. He got damaged. Gopta got past. Gave us a nice 2-second gap here. Sadly, Missing You has to pit here and repair his wing. But for us, that means we have a nice gap, and now we can just settle into the race. Make sure to drive consistent, and then we should be golden. Now we're in my favorite part of every race, where we can just drive lap after lap in clean air. Just putting in the laps, really make no big mistakes. No pushing is necessary here because we are in the lead anyway. So it's more important around Monaco to just drive safe, and I deliberately dropped a bit of time from my pace I could theoretically do just to get it consistent, because if I were driving my maximum, I'd probably be making mistakes, and we can't afford those around Monaco. So as you can see, we are just absolutely cruising through the race. By now, the situation behind has settled, so it's myself, Gopta and Ranky on the medium to soft strategy still. And then in P4, Too Fast For You, and P5, Romanov. They both went to the hards early on their safety car, gained a bit of time there, but of course through our clean air and better tires, we could gain enough time to actually gain the pit stop advantage on them that we need. So really it was important that we would rejoin in front of Too Fast For You, because he has already done his stop, while Gopta and Ranky still have to go to the pits. And we rejoin in front of Too Fast For You easily. Gopta and Ranky behind went to the pits as well, and on the exit we even get a bit of a VSC, so even gained some extra time there through the pit stop. And at this point I'm just... Oh no! Oh, shit my pants a little bit there. So lucky we avoided that, even under safety car delta. That was quite dangerous, but we got through it. And now again we are just cruising here in clean air. Now we have an even bigger advantage with fresh soft tires. And Too Fast For You behind, playing a bit rear gunner on the old hards, because Ranky and Gopta will have to get past before they can challenge me. And here we are then on lap 37 with a nice 37-second gap. Absolutely wonderful. So that gives us a free pit stop to go on a slightly used set of softs from qualifying. So we can also try to get the fastest lap and try to get the hat trick for the Monaco Grand Prix. So in we go, and we will be saving a lot of fuel on lap 38 here, so we can then use everything up, use all the fuel and all the ERS on the final lap that we are starting right now to get the fastest lap. Now I'm really pushing again here. Still I'm playing it somewhat safe to not DNF by accident. And you can see I'm really pushing here, getting a bit of a lockup. This time I'm taking the curb nicely, as I should have in qualifying. Getting a good exit through here, so we are green, sector 1. It looks good. We need to beat an 11.4, so we need to go 5/10 faster to get the fastest lap, which was set by Missing You. But the problem is now, as you can see, we find Missing You in the 3rd sector, and that just kind of unsettled me, and I made a bit of a mistake here in sector 3. Bit unfortunate, so sadly, the mistake I made just there on Raskas cost me my time. Meaning we went slower, didn't get the fastest lap, but we did get the race win. Off of pole, led every lap of the Grand Prix. Wonderful stuff. Romanov crosses the line in P4, but gets got on penalties, so it's a Red Bull double podium. Absolutely great job from him after such a bad start. And here we are then, the Red Bull Driver Academy, 2 Red Bulls and an AlphaTauri, with Adrian Newey happy in the background. Wonderful stuff, that's what I like to see. Red Bull challenging for the Constructors title now. Yeah, was a great fun to race with everyone. So I hope to see you next week. Bye!